it.
I'm going to hell. What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Max Prestige, a series I do every single day at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're new around here and you enjoy this series in any way, shape, or form, hit that subscribe button. It'd mean a lot to me. Now, if you want to help me out, you could also hit that like, share, or favorite button, but I'm not going to cry if you don't. So, first things first, I'm going to touch on the incident regarding what happened on Monday with the grand jury thing, that whole situation, because I really don't have a thought or opinion on the whole situation, period. I do have a thought and opinion regarding the protests that are taking place. Specifically, my thoughts and opinion are surrounded by the individuals that are not peacefully protesting, that aren't peacefully demonstrating, and that don't know why they're out there. And my thoughts and opinions are simple. If you're going to go out there and cause chaos and destruction, it's gonna come back on you, dude, because karma is a bitch. And just keep that in mind. If you are out there protesting and you're doing it for the right reasons, and even if you don't know why you're out there, as long as you're peacefully protesting, you're not trying to cause chaos, you're not trying to cause any kind of destruction, you're not trying to do any damage to property or person, I don't care. I really don't. But if you're out there being a fool, just doing stupid shit, something stupid and bad is going to happen to you, and that's not going to help in any way, shape, or form. So for all of you that are protesting peacefully, be safe, be careful. You know, if shit looks like it's going bad, get the hell out of there. That's it. That's all I got to say on the matter. I'm moving on. So I want to talk to you guys today about my time working for Best Buy. Yes, I want to continue the trend I've been doing the last few days, talking to you guys about previous jobs I've held. And working for Best Buy was actually one of the few jobs I had that I really enjoyed. It was something I'm good at. You know, working in the stock department of retail is really, it's fun. You know, it's very labor intensive. You physically have to get out there and do shit. You can't just sit back and, you know, watch the clock go down, I guess is the best way to put it. So it's fun. I enjoyed my time there. I had a lot of fun doing it. I got the job at Best Buy shortly after the incident, or the issues with my back, more specifically, were resolved. And I was so fucking thrilled, man, when I got the job, because at the time I had been sitting at home doing nothing for over a year, and I was so done with that. Oh my god, I was so done with that shit, man. I was thrilled to find a job, and a good job. You know, I'd wanted to work for Best Buy for a long time. I'd heard good things about working there, and when I got the job, I immediately was like, I don't want to fuck this up. So I kind of set a curve when I got to the place. And, you know, from working at Target and for Toys R Us, you know, I was always put in the place where, hey, I'm the guy they're going to rely on to unload the trucks. I didn't mention this the other day, but when I worked at Target, I was a part of the graveyard team there. And I was, you know, multiple times the only person unloading a truck, and we had to get those trucks unloaded in under 2 hours. It's really hard to unload a truck in under 2 hours by yourself, and I did it numerous times. So I got really good at unloading trucks. And when I got to Toys R Us, I did the same thing. Well, the same thing happened when I got to Best Buy. I set a record at my store for unloading a truck in 2 hours, 10 minutes, single-handedly. And the crew I was working with, they looked at me and they're like, everything's off the truck already? Yeah, it's ready to go. You guys gotta we just gotta start putting it on the floor. Holy shit. My boss loved that. However, my coworkers, they didn't. And they didn't want me in the truck ever again. So it was kind of funny. It was on one hand, they didn't want me in the truck. On the other hand, they really did, because we got done early as hell on numerous occasions when I unloaded the truck, which meant we got to go home early. There were some nights they were like, hey Ed, truck, okay. It's that simple. So I had a really good group of people I worked with, and it made it fun. And that was one thing I did like about working at Best Buy, was it was always fun. You know, it never felt stressful. You know, there were times, Christmas, Thanksgiving time, you know, the holiday season, it's going to get stressful no matter where you work. But I expected it to be a million times more stressful. In reality, it was actually pretty tame. And I attribute that to the fact that Best Buy as a whole, the company is well aware of the fact that, you know, their core demographic is people in my age range and younger. So they keep that in mind, and they know that they're going to have chaos, and they well staff for it. So it takes a load off of those that are working there. It makes it easier. People there have the training and the tools in front of them to properly take care of any incident that may come up. And it was fun, man. It was a really fun job. For those that are underage, you're not going to end up on the stock team, because the obvious requirements dealing with that job are just too risky for underage individuals. They do tend to they'll still hire you for it, but ultimately the chances of you getting the job on a permanent basis, slim and none. It's a fun job though. When I worked there weren't a lot of minors, so take that for what it is. They tend to hire individuals that, especially those that are in college, and they also tend to hire anyone that has any sufficient knowledge of a certain style of product. You know, if you know something about computers, they're going to hire you to help sell computers. If you know something about car stereos, they're going to hire you to sell car stereos. If you know something about video games, they're going to hire you to sell video games. And if you know shit about TVs, there you go. The more you know, the better, especially when you work there, because while, again, you're not necessarily paid on commission in some aspects, they do give you a small bonus if you make certain sales. So, you know, something to take into consideration. But ultimately, it's a fun, simple job. It's an easy job to do. They put the right tools in front of you so you can be successful there. You know, they're not like, well, here you go. You have the job. Good luck. Don't fuck up. They will put the tools in your hands and say, here you go. Do the best you can. If you need help, let us know. We will help you. They want you to succeed, because if you succeed, they succeed. You make money, they make money. Everybody wins. And like I said, fun, enjoyable experience. That was my experience, though. I have heard stories from others that had a less than enjoyable experience, and that's all dependent on the area you live in and the store you apply at. Some stores are worse than others, and some stores are amazing. So if you live in an area where there might be a lot of theft and chaos and stuff, you might not want to work for Best Buy. But if you live in an area where, you know, actually it really doesn't even matter. It just depends on the people. Like, if the people that work there are good people, you know, they're real nice, smile, talkative, informative, you're probably going to be working with a good staff. But if you get in there and you got a lot of people that are like, what do you want? That's not a place you want to work. So keep that in mind. So I guess recommendation wise, for a seasonal job, Best Buy is a good one. If you're underage, not so much. If you don't really know anything about TVs, computers, video games, music, movies, stuff like that, you might find yourself in a really uncomfortable spot at times. So keep that in mind when you apply there. If you don't know about what department you're applying for, you're going to be kind of screwed. So keep that in mind. It really does help your experience one way or the other. Now, I have one last thing I want to talk to you guys about, because in the last 24 hours, I had a very unwanted guest in my bedroom, which is also where I do my gaming. It's also where I make my videos. I live in a really shitty 2-bedroom apartment, by the way, for those of you that don't know. So, the last 24 hours, I had a brown recluse spider in my bedroom. For those that don't know, a brown recluse spider is deadly to human beings. One bite can kill you. It's not guaranteed to kill you, but the chances are unfortunately very, very high. And yeah, I don't want to die. So I panicked when I first saw the damn thing, and I went into holy crap, I must run and hide mode. I'm not afraid of spiders, by the way, but I am afraid of anything that can kill me. So when I saw the thing initially, I didn't know what it was. I know it was a spider, I know it was a decent sized spider, and I freaked the fuck out. So that happened around 11:15 last night. Well, at the time of this recording. I don't know if I told you, but it's currently 12:41 in the morning on November 26th. So last night, literally about 25 hours ago, I see the spider initially. Now the spider disappeared behind the headboard of my bed. Great. So I wasn't going to bed, obviously, and I didn't know what to do. I literally went, oh fuck, what do I do? So I was going to stay up, and then this morning I was going to tear up my room to find the stupid thing, and then if I didn't find it, oh fuck. But my hope was of finding it and killing it. Well, at about 3:30-ish this morning, the very microphone I'm using, and for those that don't know, I use a blue microphone. I think it's a Yeti, and it's sitting on my little table that my monitor sits on, that my keyboard sits on. It's sitting on the table, and I look over at it, and I see something crawling on it, and I'm all, oh hell no, you came after me, didn't you? It's the fucking spider, obviously. I freaked the fuck out. I already had an adrenaline rush from seeing the spider initially. Again, I'm not afraid of spiders, but I don't know if I told you guys this before, but I dealt with an incident dealing with a brown recluse spider earlier this year. And guess what? It was the same motherfucker. I know it was the same motherfucker. It looked exactly the same. And also that one went missing and I never found it. So yeah, good chance. I honestly don't know if it was the same spider. I hope it was the same spider, because yes, I did eventually kill it. As after it climbed down my microphone, it started to head towards the edge of my table, headed toward me, and I'm all, I'm gonna die. It's gonna kill me. I'm a dead man walking. I'm more like a dead man sitting, actually, but I wound up going into just like, I gotta kill it. And I reach for the first thing I can grab, which is a plastic bag. And I'm thinking it's a plastic sandwich bag or something. Don't know why I thought it was a plastic sandwich bag, but I thought it was. No, it was a plastic snack bag. It's half the size of a sandwich bag. My hand's not gonna fit in this thing. I'm fucked. So I start looking around for the next big thing I can grab this thing with, and I find just a little hand towel I have in my room. I pick that fucker up, I walk over, and I'm gonna get you. You're gonna die, and if you bite me, you're already dead anyways, but you're gonna take me with you. So I smack the fucker with the towel, squeeze the towel tightly, spin, like kind of squish up the towel. I then tie the towel tight, run into my bathroom, throw the towel in there. I check my hands. I'm all, did it bite me? Did it bite me? Did it bite me? As I'm looking down, not talking into the microphone. And I'm terrified. Spider's dead. I'm not bit. Yay. Problem solved. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow for another one. And tomorrow, well, I've only got one more place to talk about. So until next time, adios. If you're looking to make a bunch of money as a miner, you're not gonna be pulling in big checks. Okay, just gonna tell you that right now. If you get lucky and you want to work in fast food, that's the only place you're gonna get any real money. But if you're just looking for something to do to make some quick cash, simple cash, I'll be honest with you, working in the theater is quite possibly one of the best things you could do. I had fun with it. I enjoyed the hell out of my time working at AMC. I would never give it up. I had so much fun working there. It was a joy. I had a lot of awesome memories. I've shared a few of them with you guys.